March is upon us, and Chatham is slowly emerging from a relatively calm winter. At least we didn't get clobbered like we did 2 years ago.
Yeah.
I tend to measure each subsequent winter against that one. Welcome to Chatham Today. I'm Huntley Harrison, together with Richard Garvin, to bring you another installment of Chatham Today, the show that brings you up to date with the events and activities in the town of Chatham. In this show, we will provide you with all of the information you need to take advantage of what's happening in Chatham during the month of March. And we'll go right to the COA with Rich.
Okie doke. The Council on Aging has another month full of interesting activities. On Monday, March 6th at noon, lunch and a show. Frank and Chev will return for an encore Valentine's Day performance. The cool, stripped-down jazz, soul, and blues sounds of Chev Hardy and Frank Paransky will provide a Valentine's luncheon to remember. This event is sold out with a wait list, but there may be some cancellations, so call now and take a chance on a spot opening up. You never know. The cost is $9 and includes lunch. Huntley?
Yep. And Wednesday, March 8th, is the March birthday celebration at 2 p.m. If you were born in the month of March and reside in Chatham, join them at the COA for their monthly birthday celebration. Guests are certainly encouraged, and transportation is available if necessary. Call the COA to register. And also remember, check the expiration date on your driver's license. Remember, the state doesn't let you know.
Good advice.
Yep.
Also on Wednesday, March 8th, is the lunch trip to the Jailhouse Tavern in Orleans. The old Jailhouse Tavern in Orleans was once used as a town lockup and offers everything from fine dining to fun for the whole family. Experience the best that Cape Cod has to offer in both service and style. They offer creative menu selections for lunch with daily specials, all in a casual, comfortable atmosphere. Beautifully landscaped and designed by an award-winning architect. Transportation is free, lunch is at the diner's cost, and reservations are required. Stop by the COA front desk or call 508-945-5190 to reserve your spot. The bus departs the COA at 11:30 a.m.
Yeah, that should be nice.
Yes,
Should be nice.
sounds good.
The
That's a
jailhouse
great
is
place.
good. Now here's a fun event. On Friday, March 10th at 1:30, you are cordially invited to an all-expense-paid cruise party, sponsored by the Women's Club of Chatham and the Friends of the Chatham COA. Please join them as they cruise into spring. Your port of call, the Chatham Council on Aging. Cruise, casual, and tropical wear optional. They will be having a cruise-style dessert buffet along with souvenir photos, door prizes, and music. Don't miss the fun. Space is limited, and reservations are, again, as usual, required. This is your passport to paradise. Call now. Another popular monthly event is the trip to Whole Foods and Trader Joe's in Hyannis. This month, the trip is on Wednesday, March 15th. Take advantage of some great food shopping and enjoy a variety of different events, samplings, and educational classes. The COA van will leave Chatham at 9 a.m. Make your reservations and call the COA and reserve now. Space is limited.
The annual St. Patrick's Day celebration will be on Monday, March 20th at 12 p.m. Join them for a traditional, I see the green, Huntley, for a traditional Irish meal and some Irish music. Chatham's own Douglas Fields has generously donated his talent to provide some traditional Irish music and stories, and maybe even a little blarney. Tickets cost $7 each, space is limited, and reservations are required. Transportation will be available. We hope you will have the luck of the Irish and be able to join them for this great program. Everyone who attends will receive a COA cloth grocery bag at the end of the show.
You know, I know Doug Fields, and I think there'll be a lot of blarney.
Oh.
But he's also a good musician. And here's a don't miss event. On Wednesday, March 22nd, there will be a day trip to the Cape Cod National Seashore Visitors Center in Eastham, followed by lunch at the Hole-in-One in Orleans. They have planned a fun-filled day with the agenda starting out at the Salt Pond Visitor Center in Eastham, where they will explore for part of the morning. Salt Pond Visitor Center is Cape Cod National Seashore's main visitor facility, with a theater, bookstore, and museum. The indoor theater has 5 short films on a rotating schedule. The museum in the visitor center emphasizes the cultural themes represented on Cape Cod. A new section shows Wampanoag culture and history through artifacts, photographs, and art. After the visit at the center, you will head out for a scenic driving tour stopping at Nauset Lighthouse, Nauset Light Beach, and the Three Sisters Lighthouses. You'll finish up with a late morning lunch at the Hole-in-One. The Hole-in-One restaurant and coffee shop serves a full breakfast and lunch menu daily, also featuring hand-cut donuts, cupcakes, biscotti, pastries, hot and cold gourmet coffees, lattes, and fresh brewed iced teas. The bus will depart the COA at 8:30. Admission to the Visitor Center is free, and lunch is certainly at your cost. Reservations are required and the space is limited. Don't forget your camera. That should be an interesting trip.
I was getting hungry.
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
When you were reading that.
And the other thing about it is that they've expanded the visitor center now. So the museum piece of it is much nicer than it used to be.
Oh, good.
So that exploration part in the morning should be really, very interesting for them. They'll have lots of time to explore.
I haven't been up there in a while.
No,
I
haven't
really
either,
go.
But I do know that they've expanded it.
On a more serious note, on Monday, March 27th, there will be a presentation on mortality entitled Living with Mortality, followed by their Death Cafe. Please join them with your thoughts, questions, and presence. You will view Being Mortal by Atul Gawande for the Living with Mortality presentation and follow it up with an open-ended discussion with refreshments provided on any aspect of grieving, dying, and death. The Death Cafe. If you have questions about the program, please call Brooks Reinhold, Bereavement Coordinator, Beacon Hospice, 508-778-1622, extension 115, or email the address you now see on the screen, or you can log on to deathcafe.com. Consider joining them for lunch before the program. Please register for this important free program.
Demystifying Dementia, Part 2. A dementia-friendly educational seminar. On Wednesday, March 29th at noon, the Alzheimer's Family Support Center of Cape Cod presents the second free seminar in their series, Demystifying Dementia, with Patricia Collins, Director of Outreach for the AFSCCC. Demystifying Dementia 2 discusses the different stages of cognitive decline and associated behaviors, current research, and where our communities might be headed in relation to dementia diseases in the years to come. Participants do not need to have taken Demystifying Dementia 1 in order to attend. Come for free soup, salad, and dessert. This is sponsored by Friends of the Chatham COA. Space is limited and reservations are required. Elder Services of Cape Cod and the Islands supports this program as well.
Now for a couple of reminders. AARP Foundation tax preparation is available, free to taxpayers with low and moderate income, with special attention to those 60 plus, ensuring they receive applicable tax credits and deductions. AARP Foundation Tax Aid is offered in cooperation with the IRS. Chatham seniors will be served at the AARP regional site at the Chatham Community Center. New this year, taxpayers must bring last year's return with them. AARP will not be able to do returns for people who moved to Massachusetts from another state in 2016. AARP will not be able to do a return for someone who has rental income. Appointments are on a limited first-come, first-served basis. Stop by the Chatham COA to make an appointment and receive your intake packet.
Yeah, that's going to be helpful for some people.
Yes, it will.
Yeah. And if you need to brush up on your iPhone and iPad skills, don't forget to check out the spring lineup of courses at the Colin Campbell Computer School at the COA. These classes are open to anybody in the town, in any town for that matter. There is a nominal cost for these courses. Call for information and to register.
The Eldridge Public Library continues with its various programs and courses, but also has some very special events in March. On Sunday, March 12th at 3 p.m., the Sunday afternoon at the Eldridge series presents Walking the Camino de Santiago, a journey across Spain. Thomas J. Raftery will give a presentation on walking the Camino de Santiago based on his own experience walking the Camino de Santiago from Saint-Jean-Pied-de-Port, France, to Finisterre, Spain. He is a member of the American Pilgrims on the Camino and frequently visits Andorra, France, and Spain. This should be an extremely interesting presentation, so mark your calendars now.
And on Sunday, March 19th at 3, you can try Jeopardy Library Style. Join them for Adult Jeopardy Library Style. They are looking for 8 teams of 2 adults each, age 18 and up. Categories will be varied, testing general knowledge, and will be salted with Cape Cod questions. Fabulous prizes and the thrill of victory will go to the champion team. Registration is required and the fee is $50 per team. If competition is not your style, join the studio audience for free. All right? Yeah.
Get a chance to heckle those.
I know, you get to heckle them. Yeah, that's right. And, you know, I think $50 sounds expensive, but I think it's also kind of a fundraiser for the library.
Oh, okay,
So
yeah,
I think that's
yeah.
why it's like that.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah.
On Saturday, March 25th, the Classic and Foreign Film Group will show the 1964 film The Umbrellas of Cherbourg, directed by John Demme. This is a classic film well worth seeing again, but definitely for the first time. Showtime is 2 o'clock. And on Sunday, March 26th at 3, Sunday afternoon at the Eldridge presents food writer John Carafoli. John Carafoli is an international food stylist, consultant, and food writer who wrote the seminal book, Food Photography and Styling, 2 children's cookbooks, Cape Cod Chef's Table, Recipes from Buzzards Bay to Provincetown, and his latest book, Great Italian-American Food in New England, History, Traditions, and Memories. For all you foodies out there, this is your chance to meet one of the top food writers of our time.
And don't forget these ongoing activities. The Chatham Writers Group meets Mondays at 10:30. Drop-in story time for children ages 3 to 5 on Mondays at 1 o'clock. The Chatham Memoirs Group, they meet Fridays at 10:30 in the morning. And Saturday, March 11th at 2, the Book to Film Discussion Group will look at The Name of the Rose by Umberto Eco.
Good one.
And Tuesday, March 21st at 3, the Great Books Discussion Group will meet. You can also sign up for the library's spring courses that are starting up very, very soon. And these are always very good and well attended. If it's an intellectual self-improvement you're after, then it's the Eldridge.
Here are several items of general interest. Cape Cod fishermen share their stories on community radio on Voices from the Wheelhouse with host Seth Rolbein. In this month's show, Seth will interview Tom Smith and from Orleans and captain of the fishing vessel Seawolf. This will air on WOMR 92.1 FM and WFMR 91.3 FM on Sunday, March 19th at noon. The Atwood House Museum is looking for a few good volunteers. Join them at their volunteer open house and find out how to become a part of the museum family. They are interested in passionate summer docents, but are also open year-round for various activities that make the Atwood House and Museum come to life. They have flexible schedules to fit your needs, and you'll receive on-the-job training to give you the confidence to engage with their many visitors. This event will take place on Thursday, March 16th from 4:30 to 6:30 at the Atwood House and Museum. Don't stay home wondering what to do. Become an Atwood House volunteer. Call the museum for more information.
Sounds interesting.
Yeah. That's another good organization in town.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. And on Saturday, March 4th at 11 o'clock, the Chatham Health and Swim Club is offering a free lecture, Posture and Form, Getting It Straight, sit up, by Marina Brock. One of the most important reasons to maintain proper form during exercise is to prevent injury and maximize benefits. By focusing on proper form and technique, we can ensure good ranges of motion and a stronger foundation. Poor form contributes to poor posture. Call the club at 508-945-3555 for more information and registration details.
Thank you for reminding me to sit up.
And that wraps it up for this time. We hope you've enjoyed this episode of Chatham Today. Remember, the show runs on Channel 99 on Mondays at 9 a.m. and several other times during the week. If you missed the cablecast or want to see it again, you can find us on Facebook and YouTube, or you can visit our website. Just do a Google search for site/Chatham Today. It should be the first entry you see. The web address is on the screen now. Chatham Today is a video chronicle of the events and activities in the town of Chatham. If you would like to have what's happening in your organization announced on the air, please email us. We look forward to hearing from you. You can also like us on Facebook at Chatham Today, and we certainly hope you do. Thank you for watching. We'll see you down the road.